Okay, I'm sorry. Mild attempt at humour didn't exactly work. Tried my asbestos, but there we go. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm traveling solo today. The lovely Ilana needed to have a bit of a break. We've had the most hectic 3 weeks. One of them was intersposed by. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Sean Scott. Welcome aboard, guys. Nice to have you here. And this is one of the reasons why we had a flat strap busy weekend last weekend. Mr. Joe Hupp. Hi, Sean and Ilana. Got a bit on, so I'm not going to drop in. Got a passenger POV bus review to write, and I need to work on it as I need to have it done and sent off by the end of next week. Mate, you get that done. That would be a great review, whoever gets to read it. And by the way, we had the most awesome time together, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that today. But there you go. Welcome in. Nice to have you here. Sorry you couldn't hang around. There we go. Scott! Okay, we've got Meg in there. Welcome aboard, Megs and C's. G'day, friends. G'day, Joe. And most importantly from Meg, please remember to hit the thumbs up on your way in. Thank you very much, folks. Really appreciate that. Doesn't matter which channel we're doing this on, whether it's on the Helping Hands for Cruising site or the Downunder Cruises. Please remember to hit the thumbs up. Thank you. Good day, Cruise Life. Hang on. Cruise Life TV, Greg. Welcome aboard, guys. Nice to have you here. Really, I really enjoy your company. It's good to have. G'day to Scott. Megs is spending the g'days around. Oh, look who's here. Danny, the spectacular super supporter. Nice to see you here, Danny, as usual. Danny saying her g'days as she usually does. And back at her. Here we go. Donna, how you going? How's young Ross doing? Is he a good patient, or is he a pain in the patient? Please wish him our best. I know Ross is not having a good time right now, so only good wishes and good things going down his way. Danny's saying good day to friends. Look who's in, folks. The lady Najuma. Welcome aboard, Najuma. Nice to have you here. Again, a few others saying g'day. Here's trouble. G'day, Ducks. G'day, Larry. How's Ananda? Hope you guys are having a great time. Seeing you around the chat, and yeah, that's cool. Also, we've got a couple of people saying g'day to each other, so I'm just going to snickle through this, seeing as we want to get on and do some good old chat here. G'day, Marjorie. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. And also, g'day, James. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you and Cindy here. Jonesy! Welcome aboard, buddy. How you going? I've been watching some of your stuff around Tassie, and it's looking awesome. Certainly makes me want to come down under and see you guys. And that will happen in the not too distant future. But most importantly, looking forward to actually giving you a hug as usual. Cruise Life, Greg is saying, is not the only spectacular supporter, you're also the spectacular game show player. Oh, I see. So you read my message. Okay, that's fine. I can handle that. Nice to have you here. Larry's saying on his phone, can't tag, and he's eating dinner. Hi to everyone watching. Larry, I'm going to tell you, make a choice. It's either dinner or no, it's not. Enjoy your dinner and time with Ananda. Just don't drop the phone. You drop the phone, you drop me. How am I doing tonight? Well, guys, to be honest with you, I'm just hanging in there, but one step at a time. And it's the only way to get over anything in life. Is just do one step at a time, do it in bite-sized chunks. So that's where I'm headed. Bite-sized chunks. Danny saying thank you to Cruise Life TV. She was so close. Yes, I could see that. You were so close on a number of them, Danny. Absolutely. G'day, Daniel. Welcome aboard. Just made it. We're bar hopping. Oh, that's cool. Which bar you headed for now, or are you coming home? But nice to have you on board. Oh, there we go. Carnival Cruise Addicts, welcome aboard, Liz. Hey, Liz. Just show that Chris guy what I'm partaking in. New Dawn. It's a nice Aussie beer. It's better than that American imitation. It's an American imitation of crap. But I'm drinking a decent beer. Mm-mm. Yummo. Um, Again, I'm just flicking through to see who's new there, because the messages have gone to 58 million. And Bucket Loader saying g'day to each other. G'day, Ryan. How you going? Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. It's been at least a week since I've seen you, so nice to have you here. Again, I'm just flicking through real quick. If I can get to see everybody. Come on down. Yep, that's right. Come on down. Yeah, I haven't seen that show in ages. But you never know. There might be a start to it. Marjorie is saying good day to people. Daniel is saying, I need a quality hat. Well, Daniel, I'll tell you, there is a story about this hat and we'll get there shortly. Megs, we love you too. Thank you for your support. Hey, everybody, thank you for your support. It's great. He may come home on Monday or Tuesday. Man, that's awesome. House must be absolutely decent without him around, right? Sorry, whoops. I'm sure Coco is missing him. Home bar. Now, usually the home bar, Daniel, I believe, is the best bar because we've got all the drinks that you like. Couple saying g'day there. Danny is saying it's her soon-to-be sister-in-law's 30th birthday today. She made a post on her Instagram and Facebook page this morning. Awesome. And Danny, what you need to do is go to your future sister-in-law's mother and say to her Happy Labor Day, because 30 years ago she was in labor for that young lady. Again, a couple of people are saying g'day. Let me see. Ooh, Marjorie, you don't get offers like this very often. Want to do lunch tomorrow? Man, that's an awesome invite. How come I never get them? Greg, you love the hat? Yep. I'll tell you the story about it shortly. Let me just go through and finish off the chat. I'm only 1 minute behind. There we go. That's good. Okay, so we're there. I'm at the bottom. Jonesy saying g'day to Plumpy. All right, so let me start off by letting you know. Okay, so in the picture that is just over here underneath Ilana's. Now, first of all, Ilana is having a break, and we had a most awesome time because if you have a look at this guy over here, this Mr. Nick, I swear that guy is like 7,000 feet tall. And when we were at the airport, he was wearing all the Aussie stuff that he's collected over his trip. But I want to tell you something. When he walked off the plane, and he was I was waiting for him at the carousel where he gets his where he's going to get his luggage. And as he walked off out of the gate and came down towards picking up his luggage, mate, I knew exactly where he was or who he was. I didn't have to look at any pictures. I didn't need any binoculars. I just saw this great big lanky yank coming down towards me, and it was awesome. I needed a step ladder, basically, to get to hug him round the neck. Either that or he had to bend in half. But there we go. There was our first shot. And God, it was freezing. It was cold. We're currently sitting on 11 degrees right now. That's 11 degrees C. All right. For those of you across the pond, seriously, 22. It's about 50 degrees right now. But that for us, that's cold. First of all, Meg, absolutely, I want to do lunch tomorrow, but Honey Bunch, you're too far away, really. Um, Meg is also saying I'm not a match game style, but I make some great tacos. Yeah, that's cool. But Meg, you know I mix with anybody. He dwarfs Paul, and Paul dwarfs me. Can't wait to meet Nick. Yeah, he is. He's freaking tall. Anybody, anybody who knows him, he's freaking tall. Larry is saying that he felt the same way with you, and you can't get your weight wrong. You can't get your height wrong. You're right. I can't. Um, and man, seriously, he. I'm only 5'5", 5'5", 5'7". I think I'm a 5'5", and this is like he's huge. At any rate, he came in, and then we were met by. We took him home. We got him unpacked. We gave him. We had him at our place. We had a room. We've got a couple of bedrooms. One of them we use as our study, and uh, we use that as not our study but as our studio, and then we've got a spare bedroom up near our bedroom, and Nick was in that one, and he was there, so we let him come in and just unpack. And then Joe arrived as well. Now Joe was staying in the city. Joe normally lives in Dubbo, which is central New South Wales, and in he came, and I tell you what, it was electric because both Joe and Nick had been chatting with each other the whole time that Nick was down here on WhatsApp. They've been chatting together, and certainly they were trying to have a good old pickup time, a good time to meet, and so we managed to have them both here at our house. It was absolutely awesome. Meg is saying Sean is the correct height. I am 5'5", and Nick is 7 foot or just short of. Actually, I think he's on it or just over it. I know that if my dad was still alive, he'd be very upset with Nick because Nick is taller, would have been taller than him. Greg is saying that, like you said, Bradwurst. Yep, that's correct. Meg, that is so nice of you all to put him up. I'm sure he enjoyed the homeliness. Well, we hope so. It was a good time. We had great fun. From there, we went to a place called Mornington. So we took them along the beach and headed them up towards this place called Mornington. Now, Mornington has now become quite a popular retirement area. So the houses in Mornington are actually quite exquisite. And so we then went out there and we had some lunch at this particular place. Marjorie is saying to Cruise Like TV she doesn't drive and can meet up with them on 4th of July weekend. That'd be awesome. G'day, Amy. Welcome aboard. We're just talking about last weekend, which was rather fully packed. Yes, I know you'd need us to pick you up. Not sure what their plans are. So we're getting into this. We want to see how we can join up in the discussion and get there as well. Larry saying g'day to Amy and to Najuma. Okay, so we went to where is it? Well, the one I'm sitting in front of, the picture I'm sitting right in front of, this one over here, was the one that we had at the restaurant. And we had the most incredible pizza. Larry, the pizza had pineapple on top of it. It also had some veggie. No, it didn't. It had avo in it, and it had a couple of other bits and pieces in it. It was quite a scrummy lunch. We had something to drink, and then we had a walk up along the Mornington beach and showed both Joe and Nick the beach houses that are right on the beach huts. That's an awesome look. And yeah, Greg, I would absolutely love that. Now, you guys are in Florida, right? because you went to Tampa to catch up with, unless I got this wrong, but you went to Tampa to catch up with Liz and Chris. Now, when we're in the US, I want to catch up with you guys. Like, absolutely, I want to catch up with you guys. So there you go. Okay. So yes, from them. Okay. Unless we're in the West Palm Beach. Okay, cool. West Palm Beach, you're in the Miami side. That's cool. We need to catch up at some point. Meg is saying Meg is saying bratwurst is her go-to sausage of choice. Spend some time in Germany. Larry is saying all the way to Aussie and they have pizza. Was it Aussie pizza? It was, mate. It was made by an Italian Aussie or an Aussie Italian. I'm not sure which. But anyway, it was fun. We had an absolute ball. Pizza, and then Joe had some other Italian food. I can't remember what it was, but it was great. G'day, Governor. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Hey, Gov. If it's all right with you, I'm going to get my son at some point to get in contact with you and say g'day. He's currently staying in Nottingham, and has been running all around the place. He's been visiting Birmingham, and he went down to London, and all fun. Cruise Life is saying we plan to meet with you in Cocoa Beach. Well, that'll be cool. Wonder if we have Coco there. Sorry, Ross can't bring his dog. Okay. Cruise Life is saying the same there. Wie Wurst. Bratwurst. G'day, Mike. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here. How are you enjoying your freezing temperatures? Ours is 11C. Yours is whatever. Oh, thank you, mate. Really appreciate that. I will most definitely get him to get you your details. Okay. Your son looks too much like you. Yeah, he does. In fact, it was quite funny when his mother was pregnant and she went for her scan and we were there and she said, in the womb, she said, he looks like you. Seriously. Yeah. Anyway, Daniel is saying, do you stop in LA for the cruise? Daniel, not exactly sure what's going on with when we get in. I'm not sure whether we're being flown in directly via LA or whether we're being flown directly into Fort Myers or even Miami. I'm not sure we're not sure what our flight details are as yet. We're not going to be hanging around very long for the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise because I can basically spare roughly 2 weeks. That's about it. November, December is our busiest time. So we need to be home for it, unfortunately. Rob is saying he'll reduce his meet and greet charges for going. Mate, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. 5,000 times minus divided by 5,000 plus 0 makes it. Yeah, okay, shut up, Sean. Danny is saying it's good. Mike says it's good. Hoping she's doing well, and I know that Danny is. Or should he say Port Canaveral, aka Cocoa Beach, Florida? Yeah, I know. I was just stirring, Greg. But I mean, hey, if we're in Fort Myers, you guys are not that far away. If we are, well, yeah. If we're lucky enough, I mean, we can do a mini meetup beforehand. We did that with a few when we were there the last time. But I really want to meet up with you guys. It's great. You and Liz and Chris and a few others. Meg is saying, please remember to hit the thumbs up. Yep. Mike is saying temps are back in the high 80s and 90s. Ugh, hate you. Really hate you. We are freezing down here. That's good to hear. Larry is going, please say hi to Meg for me. She's in the other chat. Meg, Larry says g'day. There you go. I've done it for you, Larry. Okay, so we went, as I said, we went to Mornington Peninsula, and then after Mornington, we came back and we had a bit of a rest up, and then we ended up going over to my mum's place, and just for a quiet family dinner. So at the dinner was Nick and Joe, my mum, Ilana, and I, and my sister. And it was good schmoozing family. And then all of a sudden, who should drop in but Jimmy from the Astute Tourist? He made some excuse that he woke up at 5:30 a.m. on the cruise ship and ended up speaking to us via Messenger. Well, the fact that we spoke to him via Messenger is true, but he did make this excuse that we woke him up. Now, seriously, Jimmy, if we would have woken you up, how come there was messages before that from you on Messenger coming up while we were having our meal? There. Daniel is saying to us, if you're in LA for just a few hours, we'll come down to meet you. Daniel, that'd be awesome. That'd be really great. And if you guys, well, I'm hoping you guys will join us on the rock and roll if you can. But certainly we'll have a look and see what goes on. And I will let you know. Larry, we have a couple of 6-hour layovers in San Francisco in September. Yeah. We will definitely meet up with you. Would love it. Thank you. That's awesome. Larry is showing off here. It's 93 Fahrenheit or 34 Celsius where he is. Yes, Larry, like I said, you're showing off. Danny's saying 342 days till her big bro's birthday. Has he just had a birthday? They have everything set that they were just getting the transportation set for the day of the wedding. She's got her dress. Oh, awesome. And me and my parents saw a pic. It's pretty. Hey, you weren't there at the choosing of the dress. I'm hoping, well, I mean, if it was really cool, that'd be good. The governor is saying we have temps of around 25 to 28. Oh, that's nice. Now it's raining. He blames Larry. That's it. It's Larry's fault. Larry, it's your fault. It's raining in the UK. Meg is saying g'day to Larry, just moderating that side and giving some watch hours. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate that. Hey, listen, we want not the Downunder Cruises, the Helping Hands for Cruising YouTube channel to get some traction here. We want that well over the 4,000 watch hours and well over the membership rate, because we would like that channel to be self-sufficient. And anything that goes through Helping Hands is certainly putting people on board a cruise ship. Larry's having a giggle there. Liz is going, Fort Myers. Yes, Fort Myers. Well, we're coming into Fort Myers for a couple of reasons. One, I want to see my cousin. Two, you guys. Seriously. Larry's going, I understand, Meg. Danny's going, wedding. She meant wedding. There we go. Thought it was. Not there, far away. Okay, Larry said, you taught me how to show off temperature, Sean. Thank you. It's a pleasure, mate. Anytime. Meg is saying, we're finally going live at work, so I might be able to make it down for the pre-cruise meetup. The next couple of weeks will be not fun, though. Meg, you get everything sorted. You get the hugest hug from me when you come on down. And then, you know what's good for you. Join us on the cruise. But there we go. Cruise Live Greg is saying, Liz, you're still up? Yeah, we know that. Meet up in Fort Myers is what Liz is saying. Absolutely, we'll create one. I'm there. That's cool. So now we've got a meetup. It's Cruise Life TV. It's Carnival Cruise Addicts and the Down Under Cruises, Helping Hands for Cruising, and a few others we'll see. Michelle is fast asleep. Well, Michelle has a busy time keeping you under wraps there, Greg. Um, Larry was talking to D&G Explorers. We may meet up in San Francisco in September. That'd be awesome. No, they are really cool guys, those two. Greg is saying he's waiting for Sean to give the Saturday lot. Oh, okay. I can only tell you that tomorrow because it's Saturday today, and so tonight we'll be having the lottery, and then I'll give it to you. When is it again that you guys are getting into Fort Myers? We're hoping to get there, and Ilana and I need to actually discuss the dates so that we can pass that on. But we're hoping to get there round about the 24th or the 25th of November 2025 so that we can be in Port Canaveral for the group meetup and then the sail away on the 29th of November on the Rock and Roll Trivia Cruise. So that'd be absolutely awesome. Amy is saying that she'll come for the meetup but can't cruise at that time of year. What a shame, Amy, but you know what? Having you at the meetup will be absolutely awesome. So there is the main meetup before the cruise, which will be happening in Port Canaveral, and I believe that it's going to be an awesome time. And then what we're headed for is the cruise. I'm trying to create a mini meetup in around Fort Myers before we actually head out on the big group cruise, which will be awesome. Larry's saying, Mike, that's the group cruise because it was Mike's birthday. Well, Mike, you need to join us on the cruise. Are you near Fort Myers? Saying to Mike, Mike could be. Last time we were in Fort Myers, Mike was just down the road. Sorry, this is for Chris. There we go. All right, so back on the. Oh, g'day, Eric. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here. We're just talking about Nick and Joe, Nick P and Joe Hupp's trip down under, especially with the weekend with us that we had. Sure, Larry, we can have a chat as soon as we're done. Okay, so what happened was after that we headed home for the evening, and dinner was awesome. We got Mum settled, and I don't know about my sister, but the crew and I and Ilana went home, came home, and out like a light. It had been a busy day. But then again, straight after that, the Saturday morning, we were up, and we'd organised a trip on a train called Puffing Billy. For those of you that are not Australian, have a look at Puffing Billy. You will see Puffing Billy is a steam engine that runs between Belgrave and Emerald, and it is a volunteer train service, and they do it. But for some reason, it had been cancelled because they were a bit worried about the weather. So what we did was, and yep, it did get freezing. What we did was we spent the day at home. For starters, we did our live stream, and those of you who are fortunate enough to see our live stream, you would have enjoyed that. But after the live stream, we then headed down to a place called Cafe Venezia, which is right on Station Pier, round about where that boat is. Sorry, not boat, that ship. So we were at Cafe Venezia. We had the opportunity to, one second, excuse me. We had the opportunity to meet the owner of Cafe Venezia. So first things first, what do you do at Cafe Venezia? Yes, Darian, spaghetti ice. So we all had spaghetti ice together, and what did we do? While we were eating our spaghetti ice, we ring up Darian on Messenger, and we show him that we were enjoying this. Here's the third time, maybe he'll pop in. We were enjoying our spaghetti ice at Cafe Venezia. And Nick actually paid a compliment to the Cafe Venezia. Oh, yes, there was something that we did. No, that was Sunday. We did actually pay a compliment to the Cafe Venezia because Nick felt that this was the best spaghetti ice he'd had, even since Germany, so even better than some in Germany he'd had. So that was awesome. And so we paid the compliment to the owner of the business, and she was more than gracious and gave us all a round of coffees. So I had a latte. Ilana had a cap. Excuse me. And I don't remember what Nick and Joe had, but it was fun. It was awesome. So and then that evening we just did some walk around, and then we came home, had a barbecue, and just enjoyed the barbecue with drinks for for the Saturday evening. Now let me get back into the chat here very quickly. Mike is saying to Liz that at the moment, not at the moment, but around that time, he's usually in Florida bouncing around the state. Eric is saying good day to Liz and Larry, and Liz is saying, okay, that's where they live, in Fort Myers. Is Eric going on the rock and roll tribute cruise? Well, that's a good question, Eric. Are you joining us? Because we're all going on the rock and roll tribute cruise. Hopefully, Plum Travelers will be as well. Sean, currently tackling debt, so any extra money is going to that. Mate, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Marjorie is saying she believes that Amtrak will take her to Fort Myers cheaply. Well, Marjorie, if you come on down for that time period, that would be, there you go, Liz is saying it, come on down. If you come on down, that would be absolutely, unbelievably awesome. Marjorie, you can come with us, says Cruise Life. There we go. Eric, very unlikely. Why? Eric! Look what Larry's doing. Mate, you got to come with us on the group, on the rock and roll. Seriously. I mean, seriously. Mark is saying that he usually visits friends for a bit up in the North Port, so not a long trip to come down. So that'll be cool. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I love it when everybody blesses me. I love all the blessings. Oh, there we go. Larry has to bring it up. Fresh. Meg saying spaghetti ice. Yeah, well, you never know. He may pop up shortly. Thank you, Danny. Appreciate that. No, we didn't have any shrimp on the barbie. We had some steak and some lamb chops. And I want to tell you something, guys. We bought the meat from Costco. And Costco has some really awesome meat, let me tell you. It's really good quality down here. Marjorie is going, I can pay for gas if you're offering to drive me to Orlando, says Marjorie. Ryan, are you going to be joining us on the Rock and Roll Tribute? Mate, it'd be awesome if you did. Because last time we were there, all we got to do was meet you for the meetup. But this time, I would definitely love to spend time with you on the rock and roll. We will have the absolute unbelievable amount of fun. Larry is going, g'day, Ryan. Amy, y'all should go on the H&H for sea cruise in the Carnival Breeze in October out of Galveston. Yeah, Amy, I'm going to sell your cruise in a second. Just hang on a minute or three. but I will sell it. I do want people to go on it because it is actually the most auspicious cruise. How many cabins have you booked so far? As you're the TA for it, how many cabins have you booked on it? Hey, Eric from Danny. Hey, Ryan from Amy. G'day, Paul. How are you? Oh, always. Hello, Miss Meg. Paul doesn't say g'day to me first. He always says g'day to Miss Meg first because she's really special. Danny's going fresh. Meg is, oh, hello, handsome Mr. Paul. Oh, get a room, you two. Seriously. Larry's going, he's down for your barbies. Well, you ask Nick and Joe how the meet was. Amy is a TA. Yeah, she's a TA on all her cruises. G'day, Paul. All right, so now here comes the fun bit. Amy is saying there are 5 rooms so far. That's what she's aware of. And she can book Carnival, Larry. All right, so here we go. On the Sunday, we decided that we would go into the city of Melbourne and take the guys around. And so what we did was we drove down to, well, we were going to take the train, but we decided against it. And we drove down, first of all, to, where did we go? Because I think we went into the rest of the city. Yeah, first things first, we went to Queen Victoria Market. And anybody who's a visitor to Melbourne needs to go to Queen Victoria Market. This is the most iconic place in the city of Melbourne. And that's where my new hat came into being because I needed a new one. My old one, around the rim, they have a metal strip in there. It broke. You'll never guess what the skin is. Let me bring it close in. Go on, anybody take a guess. What's the skin of the hat? And the good thing about this is it's actually got some breathing space in between here, so I sweat a lot, so this will take the heat out through the sides. Ryan is saying nothing definite yet, Sean, but most likely I will be. Ryan, that will be absolutely awesome. I so look forward to sitting down with you, having a chat, and maybe a beer or two, and yeah, spending some time getting to know each other. Amy is saying 28 days till the next cruise. Oh, thank you, Paul. G'day, Sean. G'day, Paul. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here. Greg is saying, Marjorie, are you a member of our Facebook page? Marjorie, you better get to be a member of Cruise Life TV. Larry, you don't know Melbourne very well. Melbourne does not get snow. We get plenty of rain, but we don't get snow. So no, we don't need to bring snowshoes. You can't even find a pair down here. Don't even know how to spell them. And yes, Larry, it is kangaroo. Well done, Greg. It is. No, it's not Nakubra. It's not a Wascally Wabbit. But it is kangaroo. Thank you, Amy. And I find that kangaroo skin is really good. Geez, if it was platypus skin, I tell you what, the hat would be really small. Because number one, platypi are hard to find, and number two, they don't have much skin. And in many cases, I think, if I'm not mistook, and Jonesy will correct me on this, platypus skin is more like, I don't know if it's fur or it's actually feather, because I think they like part bird, part whatever. But anyway, I could be wrong. I'm just going through. Larry is saying, "Are Aussie hats pricey, Sean?" Well, this one cost me $70 Aussie. There were others there that were $45 Aussie, and some were that in the hundreds. Nick bought his Akubra. His Akubra was like $300, but that's because it is a pure Akubra hat. They're an egg-laying mammal. Yeah, I know they are. Well done, Amy. But yes, okay. So if they're a mammal, then they've got fur. So yep, it would be an awfully small hat. Hello, Danny to Paul. Greg is saying very good stitching, yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I was happy to pay the $70 because it is a very good construction, and this will last me a while. My last hat has lasted me 20 years, so I think it's about time I got a new one. Jonesy saying you would get arrested. They are protected. Yes, platypus is a protected animal. Okay, wow, from Larry. All right, so that's where this hat came from. It came from the from Queen Victoria Market. We then went into the Crown Casino. Crown Casino's got a huge complex there, parking complex. And so what we did was we left the car there and then we walked up into the city, showed them around South Bank, of which, no, none of these are, showed them around South Bank and then stepped up into Flinders Street Station. And this over here, sorry, this one over here, this picture over here is Melbourne Town Hall, and you really need to see this for its architecture. Melbourne's got a lot of Victorian style architecture, and so it is actually quite a pretty place. So we then took them around the city, and we ended up we took them to a lane called Graffiti Lane. And in Graffiti Lane, you will find all sorts of graffiti. Absolutely amazing. Some of the artwork there, even one of your ex presidents is there. And then we then went back down along looking at some of the other iconic buildings, took them through an area called the Block Arcade, which is one of the most original arcades in Melbourne. And then we then headed back down through Flinders Street Station, which itself is iconic, and back along the beach and headed back into the Crown Precinct, where we enjoyed an awesome drink and then proceeded to take Nick to the airport and drop Joe off at his hotel. And that was our weekend. Nick flew out later on that evening, and Joe busted out the next day. So there we go. It was awesome. Had the most amazing time with them. And I can tell you, both are just as fun. And boy, is Joe knowledgeable. Larry is saying he loves the hat, but $300 is pricey. 70 isn't bad. Well, mate, you pay for what you get, right? And Greg is saying he agrees with Larry. Paul is saying, Sean, you need some Cape Buffalo cowboy boots. Mate, if I can get a pair that fits me, I'll give that a go. Marjorie saying she's a member of the Facebook page, which is good. Larry, Sean, I will send you money and you bring a hat to the cruise for me. What, one like mine? Same as mine, Larry? And by the way, Larry, I don't know the size of your head, so give me that too. Greg is saying he'll reach out to Marjorie in Messenger. That's cool. All right. So now I better do some of the selling bit. Hang on a second. Larry is saying Aussie bus travel would be interesting. He's done a lot of bus travel in Canada. Well, you know what? A lot of bus traveling is done in the evening when everybody's sleeping because this place is so freaking huge. Anyway, let me bring on Amy's cruise because I know Amy would love you guys to go. Now, excuse me, folks. I don't know if you guys noticed the date of Amy's cruise, 21st to the 26th of October. 21st. Now, interestingly enough, that cruise is 2 years after the inaugural Helping Hands for Cruising Group cruise we did on the Carnival Horizon. So, folks, you know what? Jump onto Amy's cruise because I tell you what, you guys can have an absolute ball. I know what kind of cruiser Amy is, and I know that you guys are going to have an absolute ball because she's going to take good care of you, and you guys really need to be on that. It is the most iconic cruise to go on because it is a 2 year memory. If we are lucky on Tuesday night to win 15 million bucks, Amy, we're on your cruise then. But we need that 15 million bucks before we can do that because you know what? I won't need to work for anybody else. I can just go cruising. And I would be most definitely on your cruise if that was the case. You guys need to be on the cruise with Amy. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Larry is saying Aussie would be bus traveling. We've already read that one. He's also saying one like mine, I'm a 7 5/8 head. All right. I'll mark that down so that we can then organize one for you, Larry. You're about to make me cry. I also have a palm tran. Well, that's cool. I like it when people get together. I really do. Amy, yes, anyone is welcome to come hang with us. Gonna be a great time. We know it's gonna be a great time. I want 20 cabins filled on that cruise. So anybody can go. Okay, let me put it this way. Eric, if you're saying the rock and roll is unlikely, well, then you better get on Amy's cruise. Seriously. Danny's having a bit of a dancing session there. And Danny's also saying, helping hands for cruising cruiseathon. Oh, thank you, Danny. You are reminding me. August the 9th to the 11th, 2024, looking for channels to host an hour. Please email Sharon at Anderson's 47s. Anderson7777 at yahoo.com to see what's available. Yeah, get on it. Larry is going October 15th to 23rd was the inaugural. So, yes, it falls right into 2 years after the inaugural. So that's amazing. Amy is saying, and 6 of us were on the inaugural cruise. Yes. So I would like the rest of you to get on it. The rest of the inaugurals. Like I say, if we had the money, we'd be there in a shot. All right, I've got to pay another bill. Oh, God, this one is really good. This one I can handle.
Have you been dreaming of an Alaskan cruise? Or maybe you've taken one before and you just can't wait to go again. If so, the Helping Hands for Cruising Group Cruise is just the cruise for you. June 15th through June 22nd, 2025, you will set sail on the magnificent Norwegian Encore. This amazing group cruise will take you to Juneau, Skagway, a majestic cruise through Glacier Bay, Ketchikan, a stop in Victoria, British Columbia before arriving back in Seattle. Contact Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com today to find out how you can be a part of this fantastic group cruise to Alaska. This is one you definitely don't want to miss.
Yes. That's a bucket list cruise for us. I'll tell you what. We would love to go and visit Alaska. Danny is saying no problem, and I will be there to help. We won't be going to Mom's cousin's lake house that weekend, so she'll be in all the peoples who are taking part the cruiseathon that weekend. Danny, that's awesome. Thank you so much. You are an amazing supporter, and that's the reason why you got the Papamozo Award. Larry, if I can get this job I'm about to apply for, then I can bet I will be on the rock and roll. Uh, Larry, you just give them your general sweet chit chat type person that you are, and you will definitely get get on board and come and join us. Yeah, okay, this one's expensive. Not only is this one expensive, but this one is being invaded. Danny's going, no problem. Meg is my mod partner in crime. And Eric is going, g'day to Ryan and Amy. And then Eric is going, g'day to Danny. Yes, I'm putting in a bucket load of money. Let me see. Larry, you're saying, Sean, if you ever are able to book an Alaskan cruise, he'd have a free cruise to use up, so we can use it for a cruise with you. Larry, that'd be awesome. But we need you on the rock and roll. And there you go. Oh God, here I am. I'm coming up to the last one. OMG. All right, here we go. Finally. Let's see.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell?
Travel He's the one that's booking us all on the rock and roll tribute cruise. Now, Eric is making some excuses here. He says he has a cruise booked in September this year. Just don't think he can squeeze another one in this year. That's okay. That's this year. Larry's going on definitely working on getting booked for the rock and roll, which is awesome. Eric is saying, and next year have one booked in October. Okay, Eric, suggestion. Cancel the one for October and join us in November. It's only 1 month. All right, okay. You got to do what you got to do. But I'd cancel if I were you. You never know. You never know. You might not get to see us again unless you come down under. Amy's saying that she can try her best to get her a cowboy, but she's struggling to find one herself. Seriously, Marjorie's looking for cowboys now. Danny is having a giggle, and actually Danny went, oh my, because that tells me that she's thinking she's not in the wrong chat. Danny is having a good old dance there to it, and I'll tell you what, that cruise is going to be absolutely brilliant. Larry is saying transfer, not cancel. Well, you could always transfer that cruise to another 4 years away. Okay, so let me just give you a bit of a heads up. What has been organised for the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise is absolutely amazing. There's going to be the initial Formula 125 going on, and that's going to be absolutely awesome. We're going to be having, and it's an inaugural race, the F125. Also, we're going to be having 3 bands on board. As you saw, we've got Who's Who are tributing The Who, and then we've got Echoes of Pompeii, who are tributing Pink Floyd. They will be both those bands will be playing on the ship. When we get into Great Stirrup Key, the third band, Mr. Funnyman, will be setting up shop on Great Stirrup Key, and they will be having the most amazing session there. And they'll be playing pretty much most of the time that we're on. So half an hour on, half an hour off, I believe. So it's going to be absolutely incredible. Good question. How's Adelaide doing? And Amy is saying that she's crazy. She's being her crazy self. Well, anybody from Adelaide is a bit on the crazy side. I mean, I've been to Adelaide, so I'm a bit crazy. Larry's saying he took driver's training. Be careful. Yeah, I took it too, and I've learned actually how to do it without my eyes. As in blindfolded. Danny's saying, oh, I bet she's crazy. Good old Daddy. Yeah, she is. She's awesome. And yes, Amy, Adelaide does have balls. Maybe not your Adelaide, but Adelaide does have balls. Just ask Nick. He's actually been there and he's filmed them and he's played with the balls. Really good fun. Anyway, folks, we're coming up to the top of the hour. I want to say to all the mods that have joined us in, thank you very much for your help and assistance. The Helping Hands for Cruising chat will continue on Tuesday. That's Tuesday evening our time, 8 p.m., which is a good way for you guys to wake up the morning on Helping Hands for Cruising. So that'll be at 6 a.m. your time for those of you Eastern across the pond. We'll have the Downunder Cruisers joining in with Jimmy on Hump Day for our regular Hump Day join-in. You never know, we may have Kenny there with us, good or yay or not. If he is, yay. If he's not, oh, what a pity. But we will be having a regular session on Wednesday at Hump Day, and yet to be determined what happens on next weekend. I believe that next Friday night I will be still having a show, and hopefully Ilana will be joining me then. Anyway, folks, thank you so much for joining us, for coming in, and I just want to wish you all a very pleasant Friday evening. For those of you that are outside of the pond, a very great Saturday, even though it is cold. But it looks beautiful outside with the sun shining at this moment. So, folks, have an awesome weekend and take care. And thinking of you. Bye. Have a good day.